Hello, good morning. Well, it's morning for me. It's about 8:30. It's pretty early for me. I've never really come on live so early before, but because I have a little bit of time, see, I could feel like I was just woken up. But yes, I'm coming on live because I'm all ready to head for my yoga class, which I'm looking forward to a nice whole session of lots of thinking and planning. And so since I have a bit of time, I wanted to quickly pop on here and share something fun. As you can see, I'm sharing a gift, right? So it'll be a bit of fun, a bit informative. And if you're watching me live for the first time, I'm Eileen. I'm a mindset coach. I teach individuals based on universal principle, and that's also the reason why I need to come on today. And if you're watching this right now, if you feel that someone whom you know could benefit from what I'm sharing, feel free to tag your friend or share on your timeline. And this time, if you were to watch me live and you find this resonating with you and you want to tag a friend whom you know could benefit from this, or you want to share on a timeline, please let me know. Okay, this is a time where I really would like you to let me know, because when you tag a friend or share on a timeline because you feel that someone could benefit from what I'm going to share today, there's a gift. You can see in the description there's a gift, and there's a gift like this. It's called the reminder cuff. Hi Annie, good to have you live with me. So this is the reminder cuff, and it's a nice little jewelry you could put on your wrist. So what's so special about this reminder cuff is that on this reminder cuff, but this mine, for the person who get to win this cuff for tagging a friend or sharing it, it is actually engraved with the word I am. So if you're wondering why the word I am, is because I am is to remind you to dare to assume, dare to desire who you truly want to be. So who you want to be, I do not know, but using this reminder cuff, it could be reminding you, I'm confident, I'm strong, or more importantly, I am enough. And I recently added one more phrase which some of my clients heard, is that I am enough then, yesterday, I am enough now, I am enough tomorrow. So you're always enough. And this is a very nice subtle reminder you could put on your wrist. You go out, men and women love it. All my clients love it, regardless the men or women. So this is a gorgeous gift, and you get to stand a chance to win if you tag a friend or you share your timeline on what I'm going to share today. Okay, so before I dive in, so two things I want to share today is, first, it has to do with the coaching. Oh, great, we have Annie taking action already. Well done. Okay, so Annie is really in the draw to get to win this I am reminder cuff. Fantastic. So two things I want to share today. First is my coaching, which has to do with, or rather is based on universal principle. I've been mentioning about it when I come on live the past few couple of days, and I've been getting private messages about what exactly is a mindset coaching that's based on universal principle. And instead of me replying one by one, I said, why not I do live and I address all the questions at a go. Is much easier. And second is that I'm going to talk a bit of my upcoming master class that kind of came about for the past few days, which I came on live. And if you're watching me for the first time, I've been coming on live because I'm on a challenge. I would always come on live to share something a bit meaningful, a learning I have, a story, and it's something I want to journal down for myself. So I've been sharing a story about a kid's book that I've been reading, and it all revolves around ask and allow. So my upcoming masterclass that's happening next Tuesday is actually about this term, ask and allow. Okay, so let's get to part 1 first, because I promised to reply to some of the messages I've been getting about coaching program with me that's based on universal principles. So you see, before I actually became a mindset coach, so I'm like most people, I started working, right? In my former life, I was working in the corporate world. I started with a job, and life was really good. I was progressing really nicely in my career. 12 years into being an employee, I ended up in a regional role, and I have a 6-figure salary. Life was really, really good. It was super duper comfortable. But however, something was still missing. The money was good. The work was good. I enjoyed my work. The colleagues, some were good, some were so-so. We all have our fair share of experience. But I felt that something was still missing, because I still do not have that time control, especially being in a regional role. So I wanted to find out what else I could do, and because I was really good at what I do, I had some spare time. So I've invested in myself to learn from people who are authorities in such personal development. And it led me to this old man I say, because when I knew him, I think he was 82, I think. By the name of Bob Proctor. And I mean, the old me would be wondering, what can I learn from an old man, right? Because he's already 82. Whatever he teach, will it still be relevant in today's time? Like, will his teachings be outdated? And this is whereby I learned about the universal principle, because universal principle is something whereby when you learn once, it always works. Just like the law of gravity, it didn't change regardless of whatever economic climate we are in. The law of gravity is still in place, and it really doesn't involve our direct involvement, or it's just happening with or without our approval, with or without our knowledge. And this is the same when it comes to universal principles to achieve what we want. And this has been learning from my mentor Bob Proctor, and he actually simplified it. He actually simplified it, because he said that he's not very smart. He was a high school dropout. So whenever he tried to learn something he didn't understand, he wasn't shy to ask. And because he always says that, oh, I'm a high school dropout, so whoever he's learning from, they always try to simplify for him. And this is something probably I resonate a lot from him, because it's all in the simplicity of things. When things are too complicated, the mind can't accept, then there's nothing being internalized, nothing will change. So learning from Bob Proctor, a set of methodology which is systemized into a 12-step plan, it led me to throwing away my 6-figure salary to starting my own business and doing what I'm doing right now, which I truly enjoy, which is sharing a proven set of system, a 12-step system that's based on universal principle to achieve whatever you want. I know it might sound arrogant if you're listening to me or seeing me for the first time. However, it is really that simple. Okay, so for those who've been asking me, what is this coaching that's based on universal principle? The good news is that it is simplified to a 12-step system which anybody can follow. And as long as you follow it to the T, like with the open mind, truly open mind, you get the results that you want. Okay? So let's dive into part 2, you see, because as much as the 12-step plan that has been proven and is based on universal principle, it's really not for everyone. It does require time commitment, even monetary commitment. So the time commitment would be at least 12 to 24 weeks, like 3 to 6 months. So before anyone wants to embark on this journey, I'll be more than happy to walk the journey with you, but I would like you to be really ready, wanting to walk the journey. Otherwise, it'll be a painful journey for you and I. So before you actually want to dive in to commit to a 3 to 6 months journey, this is whereby the masterclass comes in, and it's really fun because the masterclass, I'm actually going to tap on this concept of ask and allow. So ask and allow sounds really, really simple. I'm going to use the who, what, where, when, how to explain this upcoming masterclass. Hi Remy, good to have you. Good to have you live with me. So, who is the masterclass for? Right? It's for someone who is thinking about wanting to achieve or make improvements in your life, and you want to make some permanent changes based on a systematic approach that's evergreen. So if you are wanting to embark on a journey based on a systematic approach that's evergreen, but you're not sure if you are ready for a 3 to 6 months commitment, the 3-day masterclass is to get you prepared, because if you can come on for the 3-day masterclass, it will give you an insight on how the deliverables or the commitment will be like a sneak preview. Second, is for someone who get into for the next high, next results. The 3-day masterclass is for someone who wants to get inspired to make some changes, make some improvement in your life, but not too sure how. So the 3-day masterclass is somewhat lightweight, nothing too stressful. You should be easily getting some new ideas, new concepts, and it may or may not resonate with you, but it will evoke some thinking within you. Okay? So, what is the masterclass all about? It's all about ask and allow. Two very simple words. Ask, we all know, we know that from day one we were born, we're always asking for things. We ask mommy to feed us with milk, we ask for toys, we ask for time, we ask for love. Ask, we all know what ask is. Ask and allow. Allow is also a very simple word. Intellectually, you and I understand, but when you put these two words together into a phrase, what exactly does it mean? And I had some fun with my clients a couple of days ago. We were on a coaching call and I asked them, so what does ask and allow means to you? I had a lot of intellectual answers coming to me. They say that, oh, it's about being open-minded. You must be open-minded in order to receive, right? Sounds right. And some said, oh, it would be to ask and to expect. I mean, if you ask, you got to expect they'll be getting it. I said, great. So it all sounds very intellectual. So I threw in a question. I asked, does it mean that by just understanding this phrase, ask and allow, you do not have to do any action, you do not have to take any action? It does feels like it, right? I mean, initially when I heard of this phrase, I do feel like, hey, I just have to ask and allow, and I could just lay back, chill by the beach, and things would just miraculously happen. So there would be a silence for a while among my clients, and then one of them, actually a couple of them, my parents, I said, so imagine if you try to explain to your kids, how would you do it? How would you explain the ask and allow? So they were a bit puzzled for a while, you know. Intellectually we understand, but it's hard to articulate. Because when you're able to articulate, that's when you truly internalize or you truly embody the concept and you're putting it into action. And the fun thing we had was that there was a client of mine, she has a very young kid, he's 8. I said, why don't we invite the little boy on our call and ask, what does ask and allow mean, you know? The little boy was shy to come on screen, but that evoked some thinking within my clients, because they are starting to internalize the concept about ask and allow. How do I actually embody this concept? How do I truly apply it in my life? And more importantly, how can I share it with my kids? So the fun thing about this masterclass, what is it all about, is that I'm going to break it down to the ridiculous. I'm going to simplify, like what my mentor Bob Proctor does. Ask and allow, I'm going to simplify into really bite size so that you can truly understand what it means, and that understanding will inspire you to want to take some actions, to make some changes, to implement the ideas. Okay, so even the word taking action, it doesn't mean doing some physical work. Thinking is also an action, okay? So what's going to happen during masterclass, I'm going to simplify this phase, ask and allow. It sounds simple, but many may not know what's the next step. So I'm going to simplify the concepts, break it down to the ridiculous over the 3 days, loads of things to go through, but small actionable steps for you to apply and start to embody this concept. Okay, so that's what this masterclass is all about. So we have the who, what, where, when, how. Where, when, how is very easy. Where will it be? It'll be on a Facebook group. It'll be one of the close group I have. I'll leave it in the link and you can click on join my group. Okay, when would it be? It'll be on the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 7 to 9 September next week, 12:07 p.m. my time, GMT 8+. Okay, how do you participate? Like I said, it's within a closed Facebook group. All you need to do is to join the group. Do remember to answer the membership questions, because I do want to make this group very exclusive. That means people who are like-minded, not anyone who want to join. So do answer the questions. And when you're in the group, there's an event page you can join, and if you like to receive a workbook, click on the link. You'll receive reminders from us and an e-workbook 1 day before the event as well. So I think I've covered the who, what, where, when, how. Hi Stephen for joining. So if you've missed the earlier part, do check it out. And that's about it. Oh, as for the coaching program that I have, like the 12-step plans, I will not share the link in this post. If you'd like to find out more, feel free to DM me and I'll provide you with more details. The masterclass that's happening on next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Ask and Allow masterclass is absolutely free, right? So if you know of someone who want to learn more about this concept, Ask and Allow, feel free to dive in on the masterclass. It's absolutely free. It will be about 30 to 40 minutes a day. And if you know of a friend or someone who's really close to you who could benefit from this masterclass as well, or you want them to decide for themselves, okay? What you want to do is to tag them on this post or share this post on your timeline, and you get to win this gift. It's called the I Am Reminder Card. I am is to remind you to assume who you are and to assume who you desire to be. So you could use this reminder card to say, I am confident, I am strong, I am enough. Okay, so it's a very powerful reminder, and you could slip it on your wrist, and very subtle, good for both men and women, is universal. And that's it for today. Why I'm coming on live, I think that's quite a long one, longer than usual, but there was a lot of things I want to cover. If there's anything you'd like to clarify, feel free to leave in the comment box. But later, if you want to be on a masterclass, you're going to be part of a Facebook group. I'm going to leave the link in the first comment box below. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave in the comment box or DM me if you'd like to, if you're shy. Or if you'd like me to cover certain questions you have when it comes to the phase ask and allow, feel free to leave in the comment box or DM me. I'll make sure that I would answer your question and clarify within the 3-day masterclass. Okay, so that's it for today. If you enjoyed, just click a like, or if you're watching this on replay, #replay, and I'll be back tomorrow to do another live. Hopefully be another interesting sharing. Maybe the next couple of days I'm going to give a preview about what's going to happen during the masterclass, to let you have some initial thoughts to think about it. And when you come on a masterclass, your mind is all open and ready to receive the answers, to help you to embody the concept and make some improvements in your life if it inspires you. Okay, so I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow on my live, and Nicholas and Stephen, Remy, thanks for coming on live. I hope to see you on my upcoming masterclass too. Take care. Bye-bye.